Alrighty, so here's another opening of a box of Core 19, Core Set 19, and today we're going to be doing the Fat Pack. Straight off the bat, I'm just going to go ahead and open the plastic. I hope you guys enjoyed my last video. I'm sorry if it took too long to get straight to the point to the rares and mythics. Quite a disappointing opening, and hopefully I would have had a better chance opening this box with something better. So let's go ahead and just open that up. Right, loving the book, can't wait to open it. And here's a compartment for other cards, and if we get to open this up, actually I want to try not to mess this one up. You get a mini poster that you can hang on your wall, which is the Core Set Bolas himself. I don't know if you guys can see that. Pretty cool. I like these things. I missed up on quite a few of the fat packs. Words can't seem to find me today, and I can't seem to find them. Alright, so let's go ahead and open the box. So as usual, we're going to split screen here, and I love the fact that these boxes actually came around with smoothing. The top of the box sometimes comes off. Let's just go ahead and do that. Spinny counter thing, I don't know if you guys can see that. It has the M19 written on it as 20-sided dice. So in this one, you get to have those boosters, a couple of lands right there, which we're obviously not interested in. Alright, so different compartments found in this box. I don't know if you can see. I can actually remove that. Without further ado, let's give you a peek into the 10 boosters, is it? Yeah, 10 boosters. Let's give you a peek into 10 boosters. Hopefully I'm luckier in this box opening than I was in my previous one. I really hope that tore easily. Right there. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and skip through all of these. Horse. I don't know why the quality of these cards feel different than the actual box. Alright, so here we are. As you can see, this is a stack up of cards I have so far. We reached the camera level. So, Spit Flame deals 4 damage to target creature. Whenever you cast a dragon, you get to pay 1, and you can return this back to your hand. So that's pretty awesome. As I said in the previous one, since I found Shark Khan in the previous box, I might actually consider building a dragon deck. So, let's just go ahead and go through this. Alright, Dijin. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Dijin. It's a genie, guys. 5 mana flying. Whenever this creature enters the battlefield, you put 3 wish counters on it. So it gives us 3 wishes. You get to pay 4 to remove a wish, and you get to reveal the top card of your library. You may play that card without paying its mana cost. If you do, exile it. So it's a temporary wish, guys. You get to have something come through, and well, it kind of disappears for you right after. Not sure if that's an entirely good thing. Unless, of course, they're like instants or sorceries, then it's fine. Alright, let's go ahead and go through all of this. And we found myself another worm. Found it in the previous. So far, I found 2 rares that I have already, and this is one of them. Basically enters the battlefield, you gain 7 life. If it happens to die for any reason, you get to draw a card. Alright, right, let's go through this. It's only 10 boosters, guys. You want to find out what I found? I'm not trading this. I'm not selling it. I'm saying it from now. I am a card collector. That's right. A Johnny. So put a +1/+1 counter on each up to 2 target creature. Return target creature with converted mana cost 2 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. And you get an emblem at the beginning of your end step. Create 3/1/1 cat tokens with lifelink. I think it's one of the best planeswalkers that is out there so far. I mean, each of them have something unique and good in their own respect. But I have to say, my top, well, the known planeswalkers are my favorite ones in the set. The new one, I guess I still need to. She needs to grow on me, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, so another rare. Before things get weird with that comment, you saw what I did there. All right, so here's the Mentor of Meek. Whenever you cast a creature card with 2 or less, actually, whenever it enters the battlefield not casting, you may pay 1. If you do, you draw a card. Already found that in my previous opening. Let's go ahead and open the next booster. God, I have so much booster packings to clean up. All right, found myself a shiny horse. Unfortunately, I don't have a playset of them yet. No, that's not my rare. This is my rare. So it's the Human Cleric. I found this in the previous set, in the previous opening as well. For those of you who don't know what she does, when she comes in, you get to choose one. You get to remove all counters from target creature. It can have counters thereon after, as long as you have the Sun Cleanser. Alternatively, you get to get your opponent to lose all counters, and that player can't get counters as long as she remains there. So something good, like for example, if you have energy counters and stuff. However, it can work. It really can work really good against like the older sets. So I'm talking about what was it called? I have standard. What's the other one of standard? I don't really do well with live thinking. Okay. What is legacy? Modern. That's what I'm thinking of. Modern. All right. So we found myself a shiny again. Shiny common card right there. And once again, I find a mythic. I have 2 copies of this guy now. And this is whenever it attacks, for each player, choose a target player. That player chooses a permanent. They get to sack it. And if they do, they reveal the top card of their library. If it's a permanent, they get to put it onto the battlefield. So that's okay. So let's rush through these cards. All right, so I found myself a non-shiny this time. Bear, the Gore Claw Terror of Alcissima. So basically, it makes big creatures cheaper, 2 cheaper to be precise. Whenever this guy attacks, each creature you control with power 4 or greater gets +1/+1 and trample. It was a pretty good card, I have to admit. I was actually thinking about it. That would do really nicely with a ramp deck. Alright, so I actually forgot to show you guys all the commons and uncommons. Ooh, found myself another dragon. That's pretty okay. And, ooh, alright. I got my second copy. From my previous one, I found one. I found another one. So whenever you cast an artifact spell creature, you get a you get a 1/1 top tier artifact with flying. You get to pay 2, sacrifice 2, and draw a card. Try to create an infinite top tier deck or something. Coming to my last booster right here. Let's go through this really quickly. I guess this is like the shortest video I've made. And I found that dinosaur dude again. So basically, whenever an opponent activates any abilities from a creature or land that is not a mana ability, I get to draw a card. Let's go over this really quickly. So that's a dinosaur. That is the human that creates top tiers if you you cast a artifact spell. The bear that makes other big creatures cheaper, and whenever he attacks, big creatures get +1/+1 and trample. The legendary Elder Dragons. So I found two mythics in this box. One of them happens to be a Planeswalker. That's really good. So this guy, whenever he attacks, player gets to sacrifice a permanent and then puts the top card of their library to the battlefield if it's a permanent. He just reveals it and puts it there if it's a permanent. Removes counters from either a creature or a player. That particular target does not get counters for as long as Sun Cleanser is there. Mentor of the Meek, whenever you get a creature power 2 or less enters the battlefield, you get to pay 1 to draw a card. A Johnny the Planeswalker himself. The Worm with Trample gets 7 life whenever it enters the battlefield, and you draw a card if he dies. The Genie that gives you 3 wishes, temporary wishes, of course, because basically you get to reveal the top of card of your library. You may play it without paying its mana cost. If you do, if you don't, you get to exile it. Actually, I misread this completely. So you either reveal, pay it without paying its mana cost. If you don't pay it, if you don't play it, you get to exile it. So it's not a bad. Actually, I misread it completely. Judge. Judge. No. All right, and the 4 damage to target creature, you get to get it back if you cast a dragon and pay 1. Dragons are quite expensive. This, my friend, is the amount of rares and mythics I have. More rares than mythics, to be honest. I have like 4 mythics in there, and this is what I've opened so far. I'm not going to go through all of them. See the previous video if you want to see the unboxing. Hope you enjoyed that, and we will be doing another unboxing video of the Planeswalker boxes. Till next time, thank you for watching.